I'll be going over renewable energy for my presentation. Renewable energy is energy collected from renewable resources. These renewable resources are naturally replenishable in a short amount of time. Energy produced from these sources are used for electricity generation, heating and cooling for water and air, transportation, and off-grid energy sources. Renewable energy contributed to 19.3% to humans' global energy consumption in 2017. Examples of renewable energy that will be covered are wind power, solar power, bioenergy, geothermal energy, and hydroelectric power. First, I will be going over wind farms. Wind farms are large areas of land where groups of turbines are used to produce electricity. These wind farms are located near offshore and high altitude areas, as the winds are stronger in these areas. Wind turbines can potentially satisfy 5 times the need of US electrical needs. So why aren't there more wind farms? One reason is that some people don't like the looks of wind farms. They fear that if too many wind farms are built, the beauty of the landscape will be ruined. There are also concerns about the long-term impact of wind farms. Yes, they do provide clean energy, but they require a lot of land. These lands are habitats to animals, and these animals will be driven out if too many wind farms are built. Since wind farms take a lot of space, the US are looking to help improve wind farms. The US wants to try to build more wind farms in the ocean. The British are more experienced than the US when it comes to these offshore turbines. For example, the Burbo Bank wind farm near New Brighton, Britain, took some trial and error to make. The US hoped to skip the trial and error by consulting these British scientists who took place in the Burbo Bank wind farm because they know and have experienced the trial and error. Next, I'll be going over solar power. Solar-powered energy relies on using the light and heat from the sun to generate power. The sun won't burn out for the next billion years or so, so there will always be a source of power when the sun is out. There are two types of designs when it comes to harvesting solar energy: active and passive design. Active design requires the use of additional mechanics to capture the sun's energy. For example, solar panels are an active design because they use photovoltaic panels, PV panels for short, to convert solar energy into usable electricity. Passive design revolves around the designs of a building. The building's walls, floors, windows, etc. will be designed to repel or keep in the heat. This design effectively manipulates solar energy without using electricity. Even though there are cons like costs in days of little sunshine, this is not stopping multi-billion-dollar corporations, for example, Facebook, from using solar panels. Longroad Energy, a renewable energy developer, partnered up with Facebook to help build the Prospero Solar Project. This project will take place north of Odessa, Texas. The project will be finished in 2023 and will contribute to Facebook's goal of using 100% renewable energy. Next, I will be going over bioenergy. Biomass is material produced from living or dead organisms. Bioenergy uses biomass to produce a relatively clean energy source. Some downsides to this method are the technology used, as it is not advanced as wind or solar energy technology, so using bioenergy as a power source remains expensive. It is relatively clean energy source if managed correctly. If not, the amount of carbon produced will have a negative impact on the environment. United Airlines is the only airline to feature biofueled airplanes. The program is called United EcoSkies. As biomass-related energy is expensive, only the airport in LA will feature this program. They have partnered with biofuel producer World Energy to provide them with biofuel. It has had a positive effect, reducing greenhouse emissions from their planes by 60%. Geothermal energy is the use of heated water and steam from the earth to run power stations, which turn the heat from the steam and water into usable electricity. The earth heat originates from the earth's core, so as long as their earth core is working, there will be an unlimited amount of thermal energy to transform into heat. Some downsides of geothermal energy is that it is expensive to build plants, and the location of those plants have to be in the most geothermally active areas, limiting the number of locations. Currently, there are no commercial applications of this technology because of the cons it presents. Hydroelectric power uses flowing water to move turbines which generate electricity. Hydropower provides 20% of the world's energy needs, according to United States Geological Survey. Although hydropower is very clean, there are still some downsides. Rivers must be dammed, negatively impacting the land and wildlife in the area. For example, dams affect fish communities that travel through areas where dams are built. Also, the cost to build dams are very expensive. Another example of hydroelectric power is wave power. This avoids the potential damaging of rivers by setting up shop near oceans. The amount of space in the ocean is not an issue because of the abundance of space there. This method uses the ocean's wave to produce energy. This method is still in experimental stages though. Idaho's Clean Power Plan. Idaho's Clean Power Plan will help attract world-class businesses by incorporating the use of geological and hydroelectric energy in hopes to provide 100% clean energy by 2045. Businesses have committed to carbon reduction targets consistent with the Paris Climate Agreement, a universal agreement with the main goal of reducing climate change. To adhere to these goals, Idaho is changing their policies. As of now, they are two-thirds of the way to their goal. Most of their electricity comes from carbon-free sources such as hydropower, wind, and solar. The rest comes from fossil fuels, from natural gas plants, and coal plants from neighboring states. Renewable energy sources aren't as simple as use them and the world will be better, as there are pros and cons with each renewable energy source. Hopefully, people will look over the cons, or at least compromise with the renewable energy sources to help make Earth's climate change stay better. Here's my works cited.